They ain't got no games, though. They ain't got no games. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Perfect. Let me put this somewhere. Yeah, the ping was pretty bad on this server, so I don't know how I'm gonna connect well. Actually, hold on. Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, CW. Yeah, I think this game really should go to Game Pass. Oh yeah, Steam sale? That's good. So there's a lot of games on sale. I mean, I was looking the other day, right? On Xbox and PlayStation, and man, they have a huge amount of games that are absolutely worthless. I'm sorry, I think there's just way less good games now. I was looking, you know, thousands, and I know people keep saying that indie games is saving gaming, but I don't know. I don't really know if that's true or not, because obviously they're not dictating anything. I'm not saying they're bad. I hope people, because I know a lot of people misinterpret the points that I've been trying to make, but I don't think indie games are really saving anything. In all honesty, I think indie games are doing well for what they can provide, but it's clearly not taking over no market. But I just think the market power to games like that, yeah, I know, and that's why they raised the price up. Oh snap, hold on. And that's why they raised the price up. Oh, those are bots. Oh, yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, I gotta get up out of here. I'm trying to find myself some real players. Yeah, I'm hearing that they only have one weapon for Ryu at launch. It's only the Dragon Sword, and then you have to buy the other weapons. I'm like, what are we doing, bro? Like why does it? And the funny thing is, people's like, oh, it's not about greed. I mean, why do you have to buy the other weapons, though? Like, that to me is stupid. I mean, if it was more about, oh, we can't update the weapons in time, the weapons should be free. Yeah, well, more likely they're gonna downgrade. I've already had quite a few friends downgrade already, so yeah, they've already. Yeah, you have to actually pay for the weapons. Ryu Hayabusa's weapons are DLC. I'm like, we're still doing this stuff in 2025? That's crazy to me. And it's like, okay, if you can't have all his weapons ready at launch, then why are you charging for them? Just update them as you. I don't know, man. This is why people don't like gaming no more, man. Yeah, yeah, I know. Black Ops 7 has been having a lot of issues from what I've been hearing. Yeah, I've been hearing. I didn't even download it. All I seen was 200 gigabytes, and I'm like, nope, I ain't downloading that. I ain't downloading Black Ops 7. 200 gigabytes? Are you crazy? That is just way too much, man. That's the main reason why I don't play those games. You can't even play the beta, which is crazy. There's probably a lot of people logging on too, but damn. Can't even get things to work nowadays. Shadow of War. That's not bad for $5. Yeah, I'm not playing Black Ops 7. I don't care about that game. I stopped caring about Call of Duty a long time ago. Yeah, it's just right, you know? I feel like if this was on Game Pass or PlayStation Premium, I think this game would, in particular, would do well. Same thing with Capcom Fighting Collection. I just feel like certain games do better on a subscription service. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not downloading that, man. I got too many games. I would have to delete so many games just to put that game on, and I'm not doing it. I could only imagine the people that play NBA 2K, Call of Duty, like, yo, Grand Theft Auto 5, potentially 6 coming out, like, Bro, I just wonder how much space that game's gonna take. We'll see though. GTA 6 is probably gonna take like at least 100 gigabytes minimum. And then as time goes on and they update the game, it's gonna even be worse. So it takes 1 terabyte. Yo, that would be crazy. It might take around 300 or 400, maybe. It depends though, because if they update the game, yeah, I still have some of the movies that they sold. I think that I don't know about the whole movie thing though. I think that is I don't maybe I think Microsoft said they weren't making too much money off it, but it was still very nice though. I used to love it during the 360. I thought it was cool. I still have my my shows. Yeah. I mean, at least you can still download your movies and stuff and watch them. Wow. 500 gigabytes for a game that barely looks any impressive. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. This is why gamers are just checking out. That's why I just don't care no more. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I just don't care about video gaming like I used to. I mean, I play, you know what I mean? But I guess you could say I'm casual because I don't really care about video games like I used to. I'm not excited like before. Before I used to be excited. I was, you know, looking like even none of my friends even bought Yote. I have a few friends that I know, right, that like Ghost of Tsushima, and they didn't even buy Yote. They didn't even buy it. I'm like, yo, y'all not buying Yote? Nah, I'm not buying. I'm like, what the? Y'all were fans for the first one. And then I think I seen something on IGN where they're like, yo, Sony, you gotta stop milking the same storylines again. People are starting to take notice, guys. Okay? Even the journalists are coming out and saying, yo, even they're coming out and saying, yo, y'all doing the same games, same storylines. PC won't save you, though. It won't save you, though. I keep telling people, PC will not save you. If anything, that's the last trap. PC gaming will not save you guys. And I'm not trying to knock down PC gaming. I'm just trying to tell people that they're going to hit y'all too. And it's going to be worse for y'all. Because they're going to be really pushing the subscription service. You're going to be dealing with all these different subscriptions. Capcom Pass, EA. Well, we'll see how they merge together. Yeah, I mean, the backlog is fine, but I'm saying in regards to new games, they're going to try to screw you guys over. Nintendo's going to distribute games through their own subscription. They're not even planning on putting those games on Steam. Nintendo's going to have their own app on PC, and if you want to play their games on PC, you have to pay Nintendo to play those games. Not Steam, not Epic Games, Nintendo distribution. These are things that are actually happening, guys. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All that stuff that I keep saying about how companies are going to come out. Sega probably would come out with their subscription. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks for everybody. But for right now, PC is good though, Tyler. No, I'm not saying you, but it's just certain people. Like, at least you can admit it. There's certain PC gamers that can't admit it. They just can't admit it. But I respect what you say though. Like I said, PC right now is definitely good. I'm not going to sit there and undermine that. PC as of right now, you don't have to deal with the same problems that these consoles are dealing with, which is good for right now. But as time goes on in regards to the new games they're trying to pump out, they're going to be like, oh, no, you don't buy them. What are you talking about? I don't buy games? What you mean? I can't buy these games on PC? No, you could stream them. What are you talking about? I want to own it. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, no. What? Hold on, man. I spent all this money on PC hardware and they telling me they want me to stream the game instead of downloading it natively. That's where gaming is going, man. These companies are tired of people buying games. And it's kind of sad. Well, they buy particular games. Yeah. Yeah, I heard 2K26 I heard is really good. Yeah, he said it's way better than 25. Yeah. Yep, digital only. I mean, at this point, Steam gonna be streaming. Steam, I'm thinking. See, I don't know what Steam's gonna do. The problem is that companies are just gonna outright skip them. That's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna outright skip them because they still have to pay these 30%. You know, what is it like? They have to pay like the 30% of having those games on Steam. But once these companies get comfortable in selling their own games and distributing their own games without having the need of a storefront, they're going to do it themselves. Nintendo's confident in doing it themselves. They're confident. Sega, I think the only reason why they haven't got bought out by Microsoft is because they're planning to do the same thing. Sega Pass, Nintendo Pass, Sony Pass, Xbox, of course, we already could see that. So essentially, all our games is going to be done and accessed through an app anyway. No different than a phone. This is why Microsoft says Xbox play anywhere. Play anywhere. That is what's going on. Oh, Nintendo will, but they won't go third party in the way that most gamers would want. They're not going to be selling their games. If they're distributing their games on PC, they will not be selling them. It would either be through streaming, right? Because I know a lot of these PC gamers like to pirate their games, and I think they know that. So more likely it would be through streaming. I think we might see the streaming aspect first before they start putting... I don't even think they're going to sell games. I don't. But we'll see, though. We'll see as time goes on. But they're not going to... I don't think they're going to sell games. They're just going to allow you to stream it. Yeah, exactly. Because they're tired of piracy. They're tired of all these things and stuff. So I think that's Nintendo's way of saying, like, okay, well, we know if we make the game streaming, they can't really pirate it. I mean, you still can, depending on, like, their games are very low end, but with digital only... For example, you wouldn't be able to dump, because a lot of the reasons why people are able to do that, because you could take the physical game and dump it into the internet. You can't do that with a game key card. This is why Nintendo's doing it. And people keep saying, oh, but Nintendo this. Nintendo is not. None of these companies are stupid. None of them. Because you can't dump, because to dump a game on PC, don't you need the physical copy to dump it on PC, right? You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But don't you need a physical copy to dump it on PC? Right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't know how this works or something of that nature. But don't you need a physical copy to dump? If you guys can answer that, then I can re-clarify that. Who's going to carry the boats? Who's going to buy my boat? David Gaming. David Gaming Goggins. You can still dump digital. Okay, now let me ask you this, right? Just so I can be familiar with this. Can you dump a game key card, though? Can you dump a game key card? That's what I want to know. Okay, digital you can. I think, yeah, you're right about the digital. I think I've seen people revitalizing old digital games. But can you dump... Yeah, I think you're right. You're right about that, Zero Sen. But can you dump a game key card game? I don't think you can. I don't think you can, and I think this is why Nintendo is doing it, because you have to synchronize it right to their servers to down. Bro, people don't see this. People don't see it. I see it. Nintendo is going to put even their own games on game key cards, man. I'm telling you right now, I can physically see it. And some people are like, no, Nintendo would never do that. I could see that. That's why the game key card situation is so prevalent. I suppose you could dump the game, you could download it. It'd be more confusing. I mean, don't get it twisted. These guys will find a way to get through it. But since you, like, I'm just wondering, right? Because you have to download the game, right? And this is probably why they brick your switches, too, when you do stuff like this. I'm thinking, right? So, like, with a game key card, right? Okay, you put it on the Switch, too, right? But you have to sync online to get it, right? How are you going to be able to extract that data from... Because you can't, I don't know how you, like, you get what I'm saying, though. How are you going to be able to extract that data and put it on the PC? That's my question. Unless you guys know, I don't know how they could do that, especially if Nintendo bricking consoles. Yeah, that's a very interesting question. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just, kind of speculating. Well, programs, even if they brick your Switch, though, Sam, even if they brick it. I mean, these dudes are persistent. I've seen it. They are very persistent in their work. But I'm saying, like, if you try to do that, they'll just brick your console and then you can't do it. I don't know. I'm just confused. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that with game key cards, though. But they will brick your... So that's what I'm saying. That it would be very expensive to do that. You're right. Yes. That's what I'm saying. So obviously, okay, that's a good point. Even if it is possible, think about it, and he's right about that. Even if it's possible, Nintendo's like, you eat that $500, boy. I'm telling you, bro, these companies ain't playing around, bro. Because think about like what he said. He's right. Let me see. Let me go back to his point. I'm gonna read it actually for y'all. Darth Kermit. If it's on the Switch, you could download it to PC, but they'll brick your system. It would be expensive. That is true. Just to dump one game. $500 just to dump one game. $500 just to dump one game. $500 just to dump one game. And then they're gonna brick you. And then you guys like, oh man, we want to dump this game on there on PC too. Brick that Switch. So Nintendo's saying, okay, that's Nintendo's way of saying screw you piracy. That's their way of saying, well, you want to pirate our games? Well, you paid $500 to do that. You paid $500 to dump that game. That's crazy, bro. That shows you that they've already put these things in play. That's why we hear about Nintendo bricking Switches and how people dump games on the internet, and then the physical cartridge that somebody puts it in. Like, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. You can't even buy a Switch to use because you don't even know if it's bricked. I mean, imagine GameStop taking in brick Switches. Bro, this future is not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. And that's why I tell people, everybody's just sitting there saying, oh, what's no, it's not, bro. It's not looking good. Our gaming future is not looking really good. Not for the old school. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right, Darth? You get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying. But that would be crazy, though. $500 just to dump one game. It wouldn't even surprise me if they put it through the subscription service. Oh, you need Nintendo Online to do that. What the? It's crazy, man. That's why, man, listen, I'm happy I didn't buy a Switch 2, bro. I don't even think I want one. I don't even think I want one. Hey, what's up, Blue? I don't even think I want one. I don't even think I want one because it just shows you that even for video game, because people have to understand, people have a problem with these pirates, but they do help with video game preservation. They do keep these games around while these companies no longer want to support them, right? But it's like this type of stuff that these companies are doing, not putting the games on the disc and all that, not having where you could preserve these games. Well, Microsoft's saying, well, we're preserving them. We're just preserving them through a subscription service. That's what Microsoft's saying. That's their way of preserving their intellectual property, right? But the way Sony and Nintendo is doing stuff, I feel like Nintendo's the worst. They got the worst DRM. They got the worst. Their DRM is so terrible. It is so damn terrible, bro. I honestly, I don't even get how people like to switch. Oh, but if you buy 8 games. Yeah, exactly. Playing. That's what I'm saying. Let them bleed, yo. Let them bleed. Facts. Because, like I said, I was gonna buy Ninja Gaiden, bro. Even with Game Pass, bro, at Ultimate at the time, I was still going to buy Gears E-Day and Ninja Gaiden 4. Once Microsoft pulled that crap, I'm like, man, listen, I'll see if I can play it if my subscription don't run out. But I'm not buying those games, bro. I'm not buying Gears E-Day. And this sucks to say, bro, because I was really excited to play these 2 particular games. You guys know I've talked so highly about this, but sometimes we got to take a stand. Sometimes we got to show. I know so it might not matter. People are going to cave in, but just like I said, I ain't buying a Switch 2 until I see some significant changes. I might not buy these games either. I'm just tired of it, bro. We got to take a stand for something, man. These companies are just taking advantage constantly. Nah, and I might not be getting it, nah. Because of that whole Game Pass Ultimate increase, and then on top of that, I guarantee the game ain't even on the CD anyway, so I'm just tired of it, guys. Yeah. Downgrade. I'm not saying it's a bad service. It's good for anybody that can see the value proposition of everything that they've added. I say, like, I'm getting fatigued, right? Yeah, for real, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, right? And I'm gonna make it perfectly clear because I know a lot of people saying that it, you know, and I know what you're saying, Big. It is definitely overpriced, in my opinion, regardless of what they added. But people have to look at what they added. They did add the cloud streaming. That's a $30 value, according to what somebody says. I don't know if that's true. $10 Fortnite pass, 1,000 V-Bucks, Riot benefits. You even save $100 on Microsoft rewards, so that's $100 down off the 360, which something these people ain't talking about. Have you noticed that? They keep saying it's 360, but they ain't talking about the rewards that drops that down to $100 less, which is 260. They're not talking about that, are they? That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people being disingenuous as to what's going on here. Me, I'm not gonna sit there and do that, right? Unlimited cloud streaming at 1440p. I'm trying to think of all the other aspects. 75 games a year. That's good. That is good. 75. I heard it was 50. Now it's going to be 25 more. That's good. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, I just want to play the Xbox games. I don't care about EA. Oh, and EA and Ubisoft and game share. EA and Ubisoft, right? So, and game sharing, which is also really good too. Game sharing while doing this. I mean, like I said, the value is there. My problem is, regardless of what value that Microsoft added, I don't want the EA games. I don't want the Ubisoft games. I just want my Ninja Gaiden 4 and my Gears Z Day for $20 a month. That's it. That's all I want. And then whatever else game that I think is cool. That's it. Because my problem with this additional, it's like buying food, right? And you'd be like, hey, how much is the food? Oh, Domino's, it's $23.40. But if you add in another $10, you get the breadsticks, you get the freaking cake, you get the... Sir, this is enough food for me. The 2 medium pizzas enough. But if you add another $10, you get some breadsticks, some cinnamon buns, a whole cake, and a good old sub. Sir, I can't even eat all that. I can't even eat all that. I just want the $23 pizzas. But if you add $10, you get the cinnamon buns. Bruh, listen. And breadsticks. And a 2-liter Pepsi. All right, bro. Listen, I already have soda. You get another one. Yeah, it's like they forcing appetizers and stuff. I was like, I don't want that. I'm already full. I already got soda in my fridge. You can have another one. You can dip it into your cinnamon bun. Like, bro, listen. And we give you 3 more sauces. Like, bro, what? The monster. Like, what? Hey, listen, man. I just wanted 2 medium pizzas. That's it, bruh. This man tried to throw in some breadsticks, cinnamon buns, 2-liter soda, 3 cups of blue cheese. Bro, this man even threw in napkins, napkins and some spoons and forks. Like, what? Listen, man, this is crazy. Woo. Yeah, I did hear about that. EA with the Broken Sims DLC. Like, what? Oh, man. Crazy. I like this game, Deadside, but this game need to go to a subscription service. Because this game is dead. Ain't nobody on this crap. But yeah, that's my whole problem with the Xbox thing. You know what I'm saying? If you play Fortnite, you might see the value in that. You'll be like, oh, my kids play. They can, you know, they always talk about they want V-Bucks. I might as well get this. Then I understand that. You know what I mean? Can't spell EA without Game Pass. You know what I mean? It's just the force. Yeah, like, it might be worth it to some people. It might. And I'm not going to refute that. That's why I try to tell people, like, you know how these, you know, and like I was X1 Gamers video and stuff, and everybody, he's right, though. Everybody's fake outrage, and they're not looking at the value proposition. Now, if you want to sit there and say it's not worth it to you, he said it. I have no problem with that. You get what I'm saying? But all these people talk about, oh, they raised the price, they didn't do nothing. Bruh. Let's cut. Even Essentials and Premium, right? They did something. Microsoft, if anything, added more value to their Essential and Premium tier than what Sony did. You get unlimited cloud streaming from it too. That's crazy, bro. For $10 a month? On top of the Xbox handheld and everything else, like if you play on PC, Xbox, whatever, that's a good combo. and 50 games too. Come on now. Let's not act like, oh, that's not value. That's the problem. That's my issue. And I agree with a lot of these Xbox dudes. It's not even about defending Microsoft. It's about looking at the value and just say the value's not for you. Right? That's it. Just say it's not for you. That's it. Other than that, I don't see the problem. I feel like if they bumped up premium to 20 and put Game Pass for Xbox first party, I'd be happy. I would literally be happy if they just did that. You know? Because even at $30, right? Even at $30, that is still good. What if everything that they're offering? It's a bunch of different stuff at once, but out of everything they've offered, that's a good deal. Oh, Steam, yeah, I mean, a lot of people be looking forward to that game. You can get Game Pass. You can, as of right now, you can, yeah. You can still get it. $20 at GameStop. Somebody told me about CD keys. So, yeah, you still can get it cheap. Yeah, 25 would have been the sweet spot. I agree. I mean, I would take any service at a cheaper price. My whole thing is this, though. If I just wish... Oh, crap. Oh, is that a real player? Hold on. Oh, there's two of them. Okay. This guy's like, never trust a black man. Damn, out. I'm out, bruh. Damn, man, if I didn't run out of freaking ammo, damn it. At least we found somebody. Yeah, and then the Forza 6. That's how you know the games is coming, though. That's how you know. That's how you know the games is coming. Because if Xbox had no games, they wouldn't have done that. But it shows you that when they decide to add more games to the catalog, would say we would need another crash from us, Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo ain't gonna save us, man. I don't think the Switch 2 is gonna do that well, bro. I don't think it's gonna do that well, bro. I hear all these Nintendo guys talking about Nintendo. I don't think it's gonna do this well, bro. I give it by GTA 6. I think PS5 and Xbox Series will do its little bit of damage just because GTA 6. But GTA 6 about to do damage, bro. And these Nintendo fanboys talking about, oh, you know, people are going to forget you. Because the problem is you're competing with your own device. Most parents are going to look at it like, okay, I can get 2 Switch 1s for the price of a Switch 2. And then the fact that you can't even game share your games now, it has a lot. Game key cards, bro, $100 Pro control. Like, bruh, like I will say one thing what Dreamcast guy said. He's right. The price point of the Switch was appealing. It was affordable. It was cheap. That's what people want from Nintendo. Nobody wants to pay $500 for no damn Nintendo device. I'm sorry. They don't. They'll pay that for everything else, but they ain't paying that for Nintendo. Yeah. You're not paying for that crap. Is that them right there? I think I see them. Yeah, that's them. I thought I just saw them from a distance. Yeah, that's them right there. You see that? All right, let me follow them. I see them. I thought I just saw them. Yeah. GTA 6 coming out next year. A lot of big games coming out next year, man. Ain't nobody thinking about no freaking Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch 2 does not have not one big game. They don't. They really don't. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying it. People are buying less and less games. X1 the Gamer was right. People buy less games now. Nobody's buying more games. They're buying less games. They're buying the Battlefields, the Call of Duties. That's what they're buying. I'm sorry. I don't think Nintendo's exclusives is gonna last. Especially not at the price of $500. Yep. I just don't see them going up. Like and then if they talk about increasing the hardware, yeah, they're gonna get their Mario and Pokemon, but I don't know, man. Listen, yo, Johnny, check this out. I got a nice conflicting argument with that. You guys tell me if you like this one. I don't think so. Pokemon is big. It is. Pokemon is very popular, but mostly the card game, right? That is very popular. But I have a conflicting argument against that. You ready? Because you said Pokemon and Mario is going to gobble up, which you're absolutely right. I know that. But check this out, right? Pokemon needs to be on affordable game consoles. You get what I'm saying? People like Pokemon at an affordable price. So essentially what I'm saying, $300 Switch, $60, $70 whatever Pokemon. We're talking about $500 Switch, freaking, I think $60 yearly membership, $100 Pro controller. I don't know if the Pokemon fans are gonna go with that. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna pay $500 to play Pokemon. I think they'd play $3. You know what I'm saying? Because let's not forget, Pokemon fans have always been playing on cheap DSs, cheap 3DSs. Well, 3DS was like $200. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Pokemon, I feel like, I don't think it has that type of power. I think it has that power only when the system is affordable. You get what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. So I think Pokemon's going to obviously sell better on Switch 1 than it will on Switch 2. The only thing I'm afraid is that they're going to do a Scarlet and Violet job on Switch 1 and essentially be like, well, you see, Switch 2 is the best version. I don't know. I think Nintendo has lost its luster. I think it's lost it. You know? Every time Nintendo tried to do a secondary console to one that was popular, it always flops. I agree. No, I agree. But I feel like Nintendo, they flop. Every success Nintendo flops. They always flop with a success. So like, for example, NES, Super Nintendo, they actually did better, right? But that was mostly due to third party. 64, well then 64, GameCube back-to-back was kind of a failure to Nintendo. Then the Wii. It's because Nintendo would always hit a gimmick. But their gimmicks never work the second time around. They never do. I've noticed this with Nintendo. Nintendo's gimmicks never work the second time around. They never do. So what I'm saying, right, with the Wii was a hit, but that was just because it was advertised as a casual console for soccer moms and this and that with the motion sports and Wii Fit and all that. Exercise and all that. So it was a casual system. But then they tried this crap with the Wii U. Did not do well. Did not do well with the Wii U. It did not do well. He was like, oh, what did the parents say? Oh, I didn't even think it was a new console. I thought it was just an attachment to the Wii. Even if it was an attachment to the Wii, they still didn't want it. Because they're like, oh, I'm happy with my Wii. I'm happy with it. That's what they said. I'm happy with my Wii. Well, this one has HD graphics, man. It even plays the Wii games. I don't care. I'm happy with my Wii. And this is the same problem that Nintendo's going to have with the Switch. Yes, Switch 2 might be better than it in a lot of other aspects. But guess what, guys? But literally, guess what? Are people going to be happy with their Switch 1? And that's the problem that Nintendo's got to deal with. Oh, he killed the real player. And I don't think Nintendo's gonna strike gold this time. Yeah, Nintendo's trying to strike gold. Lightning in a bottle. That's what Nintendo's trying to do. I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, and you know what's funny? We still got the shovelware flood. Yo, y'all see the way I got that guy though? That was kind of funny the way I got him. Oh man. See, when this game has this stuff, this game is fun, but I don't think Nintendo's gonna strike gold. And people's like, oh, the Switch 2 sold well early on. That was because of the fanboys. That was because of the fanboys of the Switch 1. But guess what? We already know gaming ain't about fanboys, so... Yeah, it sold well. It did its 5 million off the gates, but you don't hear people talking about it. Donkey Kong Bonanza came out like a fart in the wind. I'm just saying. Pokemon might create a lot of steam, but yet people are still gonna play it on Switch 1. Nobody's playing that on Switch 2, bruh. They're all playing that on Switch 1. Then we got the third-party games. That wasn't really much of a problem. I mean, it was a problem on Switch 1, but it's way worse on Switch 2 with game key cards. It just has too many factors that is stopping people to want to pick up that platform. Over expensive games, overpriced things, nothing on the cartridge. It doesn't really appeal to Nintendo's very own. It doesn't even appeal to their own market. Yep, and they got scammed by that. It's ridiculous, bro. Yeah, Switch 2 don't even get a physical release. No, that's what I'm saying. Most Switch 2 people are going to be buying Switch 1 games. They literally going to be buying Switch 1 games. Sparking Zeros on the cartridge on Switch 1, but not on Switch 2. They're going to just keep buying Switch 1 games. It's kind of funny. They're not even buying Switch 2 games anymore. They're buying Switch 1 and no crossplay. And I'm telling you, there's going to be way less people playing it on Switch 2 than on Switch 1. But the Switch 1 is probably going to have lousy performance and terrible graphics, though. Nobody wants to buy games no more. I don't even want to buy them. I used to buy a lot of games. I don't even want to buy games no more. I'm just happy with my old stuff. That's why I'm happy, man. I'm about to play D2 later today. You know, D2, that was one of my favorite games. Yeah. Oh, that'd be funny if I could actually fit in there. Yeah. That's good though. Yep. Buy games for cheap. Don't spend an arm and a leg for these games. They're not worth it. I'm just happy I got my retro games. I'm just happy I have all that stuff because I would be feeling the burn if it wasn't for that. I would really be feeling it, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. If I didn't have my retro games, I probably would have just went straight PC. Literally. Because then at that point I can emulate my games. I would have got my favorite controllers to plug into my PC to play the games on emulation. It's just, I don't really need to do all that. And I already have dev mode. So it's like I don't really need a PC per se for that, especially when I'm already doing it on my Xbox. I already got freaking these little mobile PC, mini computer PC thingies, like the PlayStation Classic with all my PS1 games on it. I got my PS2 with all the games on it through a disk drive. A hard drive. So it's like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. But for anybody else, I feel bad. If you don't have anything, and this is what you gotta look forward to, I honestly feel bad for you. I already have that. You talk about Super Smash? I have that game, the 64 version. Oh yeah, I've been got that. Oh yeah, that was actually one of the first few games I told my mom, can I pick it? It was all because of the commercial. I literally seen the commercial, right? I think, what was it? They were like dressed up as like mascots or whatever, and they were beating each other up. And then they had this funny song that went with it. And I just started laughing. I'm like, yo, I want this game. Hey, yo, back then we could look at the commercials and be like, yo, we want that game. Thank you, Robert Young. Let me read this super chat. Thank you for always keeping it real. Will you stream GTA 6 at all, or too early to say? I mean, more likely my friend's we'll play it. I mean, we'll more likely play it on PS5. Well, mostly when the online comes out, though. I mean, at this point, guys, just enjoy what's available. You know? I mean, taking these stances, I love to take these stances on these companies. Like, it just, like, I just feel like nothing's going to change because there's just not enough people. So regardless of how I feel about things or how you guys feel about what's going on with Xbox or whoever, it doesn't even matter. You can insert any company. They're not going to do anything because these people are going to yummy eat it up. That's what they're going to do. That's exactly what they're going to do. You know, that's why when you got people, I feel people like Dreamcast Guy are some of the worst people because it's like, you know better. You know better, bro. You sit there and say, oh, I'm tired. Just say you wanted to play it because of Galaxy 2. I'd rather have them say that, but don't sit there and talk about, I got regrets now. I paid $70 and I have regrets. What do you mean regrets? What are you talking about? What regrets do you actually have? You paid $70 for this. You knew what you was getting with this, and now you want to talk about I have regrets. I don't like the Switch 2. I got regrets. I shouldn't have bought it. Really? Then why the hell did you buy it? I respect a person to just be like, hey, GameStop, you know, I know it's kind of anti-consumer, but I want to play Galaxy 2, and I want it on the cartridge. Okay, I would respect that more. Why do people gotta lie about the stuff that they actually want to do themselves? And then they want to point the finger and blame. It's people like you on Xbox. It's people like you on PlayStation that are ruining gaming. Bro, y'all are ruining gaming. What are y'all talking about? You're sitting there going as far to blame everybody else for your own inadequacies, but you're the one playing into it. Matter of fact, that you're worse than the Grand Theft Auto player. You're worse. Because at least the Grand Theft Auto player is not playing and advocating for that. They just like the games that they like. But they ain't going out here paying for every single anti-consumer practice. They're not doing it. They just buying what they want. That's it. That's it. But then you got people like Dreamfool. Oh, it's people like that support EA games, and no, it's people like you paying $70 for Mario Galaxy talking about I have regrets. That's the people. It's people like him complaining about game key cards and still picking them up. Like, what is wrong with these people, bro? That's all I'm saying. I can't stand game key cards. You proceed to keep picking them up. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, because I know most of these games you don't have on the cartridge or the CD. Buy it for cheap. Why do you have to buy it for $50, $60 game key card? People say, listen, if I had a Switch 2 and I see Street Fighter 6, I'm like, damn, that might be good on my handheld. You know what I do? I'll wait for a price drop. 2, potentially buy it used. And if it is new, buy it at $20. You get what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, well, it's a game key card. I mean, it's worth $20 because I can play it, but I know I don't own it, so I'm not paying them $60 for that. There you go. Why can't people do that? Nope, they can't wait. Oh, I gotta pay with the FOMO. Here's $70 for a game key card, Nintendo. Why do you keep doing it? Nintendo, why aren't you listening to us? Why? Bruh. I'm sick and tired of that. I'm literally so tired of that, bro. I am so tired of people bashing game key cards and then buying them. And then complaining, talk about, why is Nintendo doing this to me? They're not giving me what I want. Proceeds to buy game key cards. Like, what do you, like, bruh. It's that type of behavior, man. I respect X1 Gamer because he's like, hey, man, I'm resubbing. Bro, it's anti-consumer, man. Airbox, they shouldn't have raised. If anything, I'm resubbing. There's value here, guys, and then he explains the value proposition from his point of view. I would respect a person like him more. You feel me? I respect that more because at least he stands on his goddamn principles. I'm tired of these people claiming that they got these certain principles, and then once it hits them, they change. And I get it. People can change all the time, but this whole, oh, I got regrets. Everybody, I swear he better not pick up that Xbox handheld. He better not pick up that Xbox handheld. I hope Dreamcast don't pick. I already know he probably pre-ordered it. That's good, Sora. That's good. Yeah, but I respect that, Sora. Like I said, it's just about principles. If you want to buy Switch 2 games, like I said, by all means, it's your money. I can't control you. But it's just, it comes down, yeah, it's to make content, of course. Yeah. He probably pre-ordered that handheld for crying. Hey guys, I have the handheld here. It's obviously Xbox is dead. He's gonna try to compare it with the Steam Deck, act like the Steam Deck's better. But the Steam Deck is way better, guys. It's $319 right now, Steam sale. Xbox is dead, but this is a nice little nifty device as of right now. But they're dead. They're not dead. It doesn't have every Xbox game, and they don't play GTA 6. These guys are so freaking predictable, bro. They're so predictable, bro. It's like they're so easy to break down of how they're going to go about attacking something. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was so happy when that guy was like, the social media bros. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting tired of them too. Exactly. But you know what's funny though, Robert? They sitting there acting like Essential is not better than PlayStation's Essential. They're acting as if listen, Xbox is premium. See, this is something they don't touch upon. And people are like, well, premium is their top tier and premium is Microsoft's second. Regardless, Xbox's premium is better than PlayStation's premium. It's at a lower cost. You're getting not day and date games, but you're getting those new games 1 year later, way better than game trials. What are we doing here, people? PlayStation Premium ain't even better than Microsoft's second tier, for crying out loud. And you get unlimited cloud streaming at shorter load times. Come on, man. These people out here hating. Like, for real. Ain't nobody saying, oh, I think PlayStation, how is your third tier worse than Microsoft's second tier? And it's cheaper. And they got more features. And they still complain. Like, come on, man. That's my whole thing, bro. That's my whole thing, young. Is that type of damn behavior. These people out here playing game trials, man. Literally, game trials. They can't even get new games. And the funny thing is, though, the games that were released early on, before, they're going to stay on Game Pass Premium. They're going to stay there. So, these guys, I don't know, man. I guess it's better to play a game for 1 hour. I would agree. Yeah, PlayStation Plus is garbage too. I don't like none of the subscription services. This is just things they do with consoles. You know, me, it's more of a freedom thing. Oh, you still got your old stuff? That's good, bro. I'm telling y'all, get your retro games up, man. Get them up. Don't fall for the FOMO of these consoles, man, because I see right through it. Ain't no FOMO. There's just a bunch of dumbasses on Twitter, YouTube, talking about things they don't know about. I could see it. Somebody said Ghost of Yotei sold 1.3 million in like the first day. I don't think that game sold that well. I don't think it's gonna sell well, man. I think I give it by the holidays. I think it's probably gonna sell 3 mil. I think it's gonna sell about 3 mil. But it's like, I thought Final Fantasy 16 sold 3 mil at its first launch day. Well, it was also bundled too. It was bundled. I'm telling you, these PlayStation games ain't selling like people think. They ain't selling like people think, man. They are not selling, man, like people think. People ain't buying these PlayStation exclusives, man. You even got IGN coming out talking about PlayStation. We're tired of you using the same story. It's the yo, that's messed up. It's the same story. It's repetitive, Sony. And you already know they be glazing Sony like no other. And even they tired of PlayStation milking the same storyline. Like, that's crazy, bro. PlayStation is ill. They got to get out of this cinematic movie approach crap. Oh, no, they are full third party. Oh, yeah, games are going to be coming to Xbox. I'm telling you. Spider-Man's coming. It's coming. Spider-Man is most definitely coming, guys. Yeah, a lot of the games ain't system sellers. Also, too, guys, these games, the problem is, you know why these games are not pushing the envelope? I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Hold on. I'm running out of ammo here. You know why? Because none of these games are pushing the envelope. Like dude said, he said Black Ops 7 looked like a good game, but it ain't nothing special though. It looks I like the gore in it. I think that's why I'm a gore fanatic. So that was the one thing. The combat did look kind of It didn't look like no Wolverine Origins, I'll say that much. But I did like the gore of it. I'd say the gore is what really kind of drew me in. But we'll see how the game turns out. You know? Like I said, I mean, it looks good enough for me. But I don't know. I said I would buy it. But knowing me, I'd probably just wait on another discount. You know, as time goes on and I see more gameplay. I just like the gore of it, though. That was it. I love the gore of it. That was the one thing I was like, oh, wow. But the character models was trash. Like, let's just be honest. Wolverine's face was terrible. I did not like it. Yeah, it was too much cinematics, though. Yeah, I didn't really care for all that. And Shadow of War is an old game. I just feel like as gamers though, like personally, I don't even want to sit there and act like we're a part of these fanboys, but I guess we want certain things similar to them. They can't read the room. That's just what it is, man. I read the room a long time ago. I read it a long time ago, man. Gaming to the old school fan is dead. You can still find little bits of fun here and there, but the days of getting a good game every 1 year, the days of, you know, expecting a countless amount of monthly game, those days is over, bro. Those days is over, bro. You're gonna have, like, as old gamers, we gotta understand that, hold on, let me pick that up. As old gamers, we have to understand that it's gonna be normal to wait 5 to 6 years for a video game. That's normal, guys. In today's landscape, that is normal. Do you understand how sad that is? Waiting 5 to 6 years, bro. I didn't even have to wait for that for the PS2, and the PS2 was known for having a bad launch, but it had SSX, it had X Squad, it had Grand Theft Auto, was it 3, that came out pretty early, I think it was in 2002, Gran Turismo 3. We had games, bro, and that was considered a bad launch. Now you fast forward to 2025, people waiting 5 to 6 years for a video game is insane. We're only getting older. We're not getting young. I can't get mad at the Call of Duty fan for picking up. At least they're putting out games. He's a GTA 7 2079. At least they're putting out games for their community while they still around. They're not saying, hey, you gotta wait 10 years for the next Call of Duty. They got stuff to do. But for us, for the people that do value exclusives, the people that do value certain things, Hollow Knight took 7, that's what I'm saying, 7 years, bro. 7 years is a long time. Yeah, the 32X and the Sega CD, mostly the 32X, really kind of put a huge spite on Sega, because a lot of people thought it was going to turn it into a 32-bit system, that they didn't have to buy a Sega Saturn. Yeah, that was like Sega trying to milk the audience. That was the dumbest thing they did. 7 years for Silksong. It's like, what are we doing, guys? Lost Soul, 10 years, bro. 10 years, bro. Like, this is why people playing those games. This is why they're playing Fortnite. This is why they're playing these games, because guess what? Even GTA 5, I looked, still getting monthly content. Like, what? Like, that's why people play those games, man. 10 years to wait for a freaking game, and it's only gonna get worse. Yeah, Silksong, yeah, I mean, to a lot of people, they like it, but I'm saying, but he's trying to say 7 years, though, for a 2D game? I mean, at least it did well, though. I heard it did very well, so. Like, this crazy, man. Like, I mean, Ninja Gaiden 4 was the last Ninja Gaiden game we've had. Since, what, 2013? Oh, my goodness. That's like 12 years, bro. I mean, I don't even want to count Master Collection. And, bro, it was 12 years just so we can get a sequel for... Oh, my goodness. Bro, this is too much, bro. This is too much, man. Too much waiting, bro. It is too much. Way too much waiting, guys. Bro, 12 years for Ninja Gaiden 4? We only getting older, guys, bro. Our prime years is like in our 20s, 30s, you know, but once you start hitting like the 40s, you kind of start want to wind down. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden was dead, though. Yeah. We wasn't really expecting that. Yeah, we wasn't actually... Like, I wasn't expecting it. If it wasn't for Microsoft, we probably would even have it. In all honesty. Like, this is crazy, man. GTA 6 about 12 years, 12, 13 years. Battlefield took a little bit of time. I don't think it's gonna run at 60 though, but maybe Sony's trying to prepare. They might do like frame gen or some foolery. Dead Rising is dead. Yeah, Dead Rising was dead. That was one of my favorite franchises back in the days. During the 360, Dead Rising 1 and Dead Rising 2, those games was peak. I remember Dead Rising 3 had a lot of excitement going into the Xbox One as an exclusive for that console at the time. You know, it's just the excitement is gone. Yeah, I bought the remaster for cheap. I bought that for like 20 for Xbox and play. I beat them twice. Oh, so they can't. Oh, okay, so it won't even work anyway. Yeah, people are not buying them. Yep. That's why companies, and the one thing people have said about video gaming that sucks now is this constant safe approach. It's a safe approach to video games, guys. People are starting to hate it. When we used to play games back in Mario days, hit them with the old good old Dreamcast guy. We was getting games like crazy, bro. We was getting games like crazy, man. I mean, I could name more. I know the 64 doesn't have that much games in the grand scheme of stuff, but it had a lot of quality titles, even though it only had like 276 games. But out of that 5 years, of those 276 games, there was quality, man. You know, you had WCW and NWO Revenge, WrestleMania 2000, No Mercy, Chameleon Twist 1 and 2, Bomberman Hero, Bomberman 64, Bomberman Second Attack, Castlevania 64, Castlevania, what was it? Is it Legacy? I think Legacy of Darkness, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Mortal Kombat 4, NFL Blitz 2000, NFL Blitz 2001. I mean, even Ken Griffey Jr. was Ken Griffey Jr., bro, baseball was amazing on the 64. I loved it. Resident Evil 2 was amazing on it, even though Resident Evil 0 was planned, but they pushed it to the GameCube. Bro, those were the good old days, man. Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. Snap was kind of mediocre. Mario Party 1 through 3, Mario Kart 64, Diddy Kong Racing. Man, Killer Instinct 2 Gold, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Rocket Robot on Wheels. Bro, and the funny thing is, they had less games on that system, but it was fun. Donkey Kong 64, it felt like every game that they made was good, though. At least. There was some bad 64 games. Turok 1 through 3. We had 3 Turok games on the 64 alone. You know, like it stretches. Zelda, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. What happened, bruh? Oh, I remember the NBA, NFL Street. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Yo, listen, we had more variety with sports games back then than now. I remember, I used to like Street Hoops. I don't know if anybody remember that. Street Hoops. I still have these games. Street Hoops, NBA Ballers Phenom with Chauncey Billups on the cover, bro. And these games was fire, bro. Mischief Maker was also good too. No, listen, man. Oh man, I just miss those days, bro. Even the sports games was amazing, bro. It was amazing, bro. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they kind of forced them. Now we just get the same old stuff. With FIFA Street was good. NBA Street was amazing. EA Sports Big was awesome, man. EA, it's funny. I've had people tell me that EA was a crappy company. And as much as I've seen them do crappy things, I'm going to sit there and say, because I experienced the good days of EA. EA was a great company. During the PlayStation 1, I know people soon to forget, but it's a shame how we see EA going out. Bro, back then, if you didn't have EA, your system was a failure. Y'all know. EA was so big at a time that if you didn't have EA on it, Rockstar, that was amazing with the Warriors. Your console would fail. That's how popular EA was. If you did not have them, your console would fail. Ubisoft was amazing back then too. And it's just, look at the way these companies are going. This is how you know gaming is having a problem. Ubisoft used to be the GOAT company. EA, bro, I remember playing Medal of Honor. What was it? Underground, Medal of Honor. What was it? I think it was just called Medal of Honor. Bro, those games was amazing on the PlayStation 1, man. EA made so many good games, bro. Vendetta, Fight for New York, NFL Street, NBA Street. Like, What happened, bruh? What literally happened, man? Like, and yeah, NFL 2K5 is still to this day. Listen, NFL 2K5, I tell people, if you love football, if you literally legitimately love football, NFL 2K5 is the most realistic football game ever made. It is way more realistic than Madden, bro. 2K5 is still untouched. It is untouched. With Terrell Owens on the cover, bro, I knew I was experiencing greatness when I seen T.O. on the cover. I knew it. Man, yo, listen, NFL 2K5 is by far the most realistic football, even to this day, guys. Even to this day. I'm going to have to hit it with the Deontay. To this day, the best football game ever created. Nothing, no Madden game is better than it. That's when EA was like, oh snap. That's when EA bought the license. That's how you know the game was good. That's how they bought the license. EA was scared. 2K5, and it was $20. Yo, it was $20 too. It was funny because it was also $20 and Madden was like $50. And they're like, and you know what's funny? Madden was good that year as well. Madden was really good that year as well, man. It was really good. Madden was really good at that year too. I think 06 was pretty good. It was better on last gen than it was on 360. At least the 360 showed like the graphics of it. But yeah, that one was a pretty, yeah. I used to love that, man. I don't know if they were actually competing with one another, but man, obviously they were trying to make a better football game, you know? And it's just like, I felt like EA's like, yo, we can't do that, man. That game too good, man. Yeah, Madden 08 was good too. That game was goated. Yeah, they did. Even though Madden 06 and 07 on next gen was kind of bad, but Madden 08 put it back on the map, though. Madden 08 definitely put that game back on the map, though. Because it was terrible on next gen. That was when EA was making better old gen games than next gen. But at least I can say EA was at least showing the graphics of a next gen system, though. Bro, when I seen was it not Madden, but when I seen, what was that game? NBA Live, even though it was a terrible game in comparison to 2K, bro, my jaw dropped. My jaw literally dropped, bro. My jaw dropped, bro, when I saw that. When I saw that, bro, NBA Live 06 with the sweat dripping down D-Wade. Yo, that's how we used to talk when we see the sweat. Bro, me and my brother went crazy. But we're like, oh, look at the sweat. D-Wade. And then you hear the song, I like it how you do it like that, yeah. And then you shooting the basketball in that little arena. That part was actually kind of cool. I actually liked it about NBA Live. I used to play that a lot in NBA Live. You know, and then you see the sweat dripping off D-Wade's face. I'm like, next gen has started, baby. It felt good. I swear, bro, it felt good. Even when the games were sorry, it felt good. You can see the sweat. I know, right? Yo, that's what we was talking about. You can see the sweat. Yo. We can see the sweat. Yo, those soundtracks was crazy though. Yeah, they were really good. Oh man, listen, those days was amazing, bro. That's when gaming used to impress me, man. He's a new system having pushed. When was the last time you was amazed at the beginning of a console cycle? Alright, so 360 PS3, of course. Everything from that point. Let me see, let me think. I'd say honestly, I think Xbox One and PS4 I stopped being impressed. I stopped being impressed that gen. I will say when the One X came out, it brought back that same love of that graphics that I seen before. Well, only when the One X came out. When the One X came out, I was like, wow, these games look phenomenal. I had that feeling, but that was more of a mid-gen refresh. Xbox One and PS4, honestly, I don't feel it. I didn't really feel it. I think I would say that generation I just stopped feeling it. But I will say one thing. The one game that really revolutionized gaming for me was Ark Survival. At that time, I've never played a game with 100 players where you could ride dinosaurs. It was like Grand Theft Auto with dinosaurs, where you could ride dinosaurs, break into people's houses. It was like this open world, kind of similar to this game, but obviously better with the dinosaurs. I'm like, I've never seen a game like that. So Ark did impress me. That was the only game that gen that really was like, wow, like this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't think I've been impressed ever since then. I don't think I've been impressed. Oh, I'll say one, Bright Memory. Bright Memory did impress me. It did. Bright Memory as like a teaser game for these consoles. I was like, oh, if this is what next gen's about, this is a good premise. So I guess Bright Memory did do that, but it was very short game, and it didn't, like I said, it just didn't really do much after that. So, but yeah, I would say this console generation, I haven't been impressed. But see, it's more than people have to understand. It's more than just graphics, though. It's about the powerful hardware, right? Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs. Yeah, they added a few systems that I liked about it, like with the Nemesis engine, because that's where it came from. When Nemesis, where the dinosaurs could go in the other rooms and stuff. They used Dino Crisis as a way to push for Resident Evil 3 with Nemesis. But yeah, those days was amazing, man. Like I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was crazy, but I don't think my mind hasn't been blown since Ark Survival on PS4 and Xbox One. That's really it. And then this generation, not really much besides Bright Memory. That's that's really it. I'm trying to think though. Yeah, nothing's really impressed me so far. What the? Yeah, they could be doing it to minimize budgets too. It definitely could look better though. I think I get what you're saying though, because like I just think they just doing this what they call it, this cross generation phase. I think this is the problem with consoles now. Consoles won't be like how they used to be because everything needs to be cross gen. And I guarantee when PS6 come out, we're gonna start seeing PS5 level of games with better optimization. This is all these consoles are now. They're no different than phones. They're no different than phones. Companies don't see the need to have to push out better graphics and better, because people have to understand, it's more than just graphics. Yeah, graphics was a part of next gen gaming, but it was about what they could do with the hardware. That's what made it amazing, guys. You know what I'm saying? It was like, for example, Dead Rising wasn't the best looking 360 game, but when we seen all those zombies on screen, that was crazy, bro. When I played Heavenly Sword on PS3 and you're getting attacked, there's a scene in the game where you're getting attacked by 1,000 enemies on screen in real time. I was like, yo, there ain't no PS2 doing this. PS2 ain't doing this. PS2 would have fried up. Oh yeah, those games too. Sonic Adventure, when that came out, bro, my jaw dropped. When I saw that, bro, my jaw dropped. And people have to understand though too, Tyler, and that's a good point. We experience advancements real quick. You know what I mean? I mean, the 64 came out in 96, and then 5 years after that, you're dealing with the PS2 and the GameCube and the Xbox. 4 years, guys. 4 years, and we're talking about 360 level of graphics, baby. In 4 years. Xbox original 2001, 360 in 2005. That is 4 years. And they were like, the next best thing is 360. Like, what the hell? To some people, they just picked up the OG Xbox. Some people just got on to that. I feel like the 360 gen really, because it was a long generation, I think that generation kind of ruined things. I mean, I think the graphics did hold up for the next 10 years that they pushed out of that gen, but I think that might be responsible for why these games don't look that much better, or they're not pushing the hardware. I don't know, because they're clearly not pushing the hardware, because I know Porter Rock is, oh, they're pushing the hardware. They're not pushing the hardware, bro. Those days is over. They're not pushing the hardware. They're not looking at the device and trying to push it to its limits, because that costs money. That costs money to do. And the fact that there's not enough people buying these games is more of a reason for why they wouldn't push the envelope. They're not pushing the envelope no more. Those days is over. The days of 360 PS3 pushing the envelope. I mean, even early on with the PS4 and Xbox One, which they did, those days is over. The envelope pushing is now sealed. There's no more envelope pushing. And that might be a problem for some people, but hey, yeah. The budget of these games is ballooning. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, because people have to understand the hardware does not just improve just graphics. It improves a certain level of fidelity, even with playing. Oh yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was insane. Even for a 2D game back then. It was like, what the flashing light? Like, bro, what the? I just miss those days, man. I just miss the days of the excitement, you know? I really do miss those days. I just, like I said, I mean, we all say that, you know, these guys say it's all about good games. And yes, good graphics, all that was a part of good games because these games were good during those times. But it's like, we're not getting good games. We're getting stuff like Mind's Eye. I mean, like, what is going on here, guys? You know what I'm saying? We're getting broken games, games that barely look functional, games that barely look any better than a PS4. That's why people don't care about these consoles. Matter of fact, most people play GTA 5 on the old console and not on the new one. I don't even like the new version of GTA 5. Even at 60, I like the old version of GTA 5. I don't even like the new version because they make it so hard to get money now in that version. I don't even like it. I'd rather play the old version of GTA 5 because it's easier and it's just much more fun. And they still update it. And that's the vast. But even when you have an Xbox Series and a PS5, people rather play the old version of GTA 5 because the other one just feels way more restrictive for some apparent reason or another. I just feel like gaming, the envelope pushing is coming to an end. I have not been impressed yet this whole gen. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Hellblade 2 pushed it in graphics. Hellblade 2 was definitely... I could have said that graphically, but gameplay-wise, no. But graphically, yeah, the game did push an envelope, but gameplay, definitely not. Not for me, that is. You know, but definitely in visuals, though. I mean, I will say Hellblade 2 was one of the... Even I didn't like it, but it was definitely one of the best games that I've saw. You know? I just miss the days of Heavenly Sword and Warhawk having these big online massive battles. And, you know... He pushing, yeah, prices and... Hey, yo, Tyler, he ain't lying, though. They pushing it that way. They pushing our patience as well. They also pushing our patience. They're pushing our wallets. Like, bro... Yeah, I didn't like Hellblade 1 either. I actually bought it because it was like $2 on Xbox. I bought it on sale and I did not like it. Yeah, GTA 5. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what they still playing, Dread. Think about it. People, bruh. Oh, is that a real play right there? People are still playing GTA 5, a PS3 game. Since bro, that shows you all the proof right there. That is what, 12 years ago? Nothing changed, man. That's low-key kind of sad. The fact that we're still talking, well, GTA 6 would be the new talk of the town, but the fact that people are still talking and playing about that game is asinine. Yeah, it's an okay game. It was not my type. Not my type for sure. Yeah. Yo, that's what I'm saying. They still releasing updates for those games, bro. It's crazy. World of Warcraft and all that. People still play those games, man. And like my boy Jet said, right, because he used to play a lot of Final Fantasy 11, and he said, man, like at the time, I don't know if he's ever had this talk with y'all on his channel, but I remember him telling me, he's like, yo, man, listen, I was playing Final Fantasy 11 for a long time. I seen all these good games coming out, and I just had to stop it, you know, because with those type of games, you got to find fulfillment. Oh, Freedom Fighters was amazing. I even like Fur Fighters. I don't know if y'all play that one. Fur Fighters was good too. And MDK as well. I love MDK. But he was like, yo, man, I had to stop playing this game because if I didn't, I would have lost all the fun of playing everything else. And this is what I'm saying about MMORPGs and stuff like that. They're so damn addictive. Oh, that's a real player. Oh, yeah, that's a real player. Hold on. I thought he was a freaking bot. That's got to be a real player. Yeah, he ain't. That ain't. Oh, hold on. Is he? Oh, he must be admin. Oh, what the? What the hell? I like how he just stood there. Hey, what's up, James? Y'all saw the way he just stood there? Like, what the? I'm gonna see if this dude try to come back for his stuff. You don't think he will? Sometimes they do, though. Yeah? Oh, I know. That would be big. Oh, I know. Kane Lynch and Deadman was good, too, bro. Oh, my goodness. Yo, listen, man. I was so disappointed when Microsoft only put Kane Lynch 2, bro. I love the first Kane Lynch and Deadman. Bro, listen. I used to play Fragile Alliance with my people, right? And we'd be going in there like, yo, 50-50, right? And what we'll do, right, we'll, you know, work with the team and all that, and then we'll backstab them at the end. Bruh, those days that's what I'm saying. These game modes that they had was so cool, bro. Kane Lynch and Deadman was amazing, bro. I like both of them, but the first one was like my favorite. Oh man, I would love a remake for that with the online. Oh man, that was fun. Fragile Alliance. Too gory. I mean, he did in Origins, though. I mean, ain't that a part of his character, though? I just think the problem is people have their own interpretation of a specific comic book character or whatever. And like I said, they can have different type of adaptations. I've seen Wolverine adaptations of that. I've seen Wolverine adaptations of more of a censored Wolverine. Like I said, it's all perception. You know what I mean? Some people might not see the need of that, and I feel that. I think one of my boys, he told me he don't like the gory games. He said he don't like, or something like he don't like scary games and stuff. So everybody has their own thing, you know. I personally like it, but I understand to some people they don't. Maybe they should have something where you could turn it off. That shouldn't be too hard for them to add. Oh yeah, Manhunt. Oh, those another one of my favorite games. I love Manhunt. I would love to see 2 get re-released. We got to get 2, guys. But Rockstar is afraid to release these games now. They're too busy chasing these kitties with their games. Yeah, an option would be good. It shouldn't be too hard for Sony to do that. That's the reason why I like Gears of War so much, because of it. You know? I also miss Twisted, yeah, Twisted Metal. Yeah, I know what you meant, Twisted Metal. Y'all remember the Godzilla games? Y'all remember that? Yeah. He says Superman not flying, that's his whole thing. That's his whole thing? Okay. See, I don't follow it like that. Okay. But I've seen like X-Men, like for example, like, you know, the X-Men, was it animated? What is it? I don't know how you would call it. Animated show, and it's not gory. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know which Wolverine people like. You know what I mean? But yeah, if it's a part of his character and that's a part of him in the comic books, then yeah, they're trying to follow the comic book structure. You know what I mean? They're not trying to follow the X-Men. No. It's not like the 97 show. Well, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be for kids. That's another reason why. Y'all remember the X-Men 97 cartoon show? That's probably what he thought it was supposed to be. You know? And then he sees, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, people have their own adaptation. Like, some people like Batman, but some people like Batman Beyond. I like Batman Beyond, personally. I think Batman Beyond is amazing. That's what I'm saying. With comic books, they always have these different interpretations. So, okay, that's his whole thing. Okay. And Midnight Club was also amazing. Oh yeah. Yeah, cause didn't they? Yeah, the movie, right? Yeah. Oh, he said why they made Logan rated R? Cause Disney wasn't going for it. It's the same thing like with Deadpool. Like, it's like having Deadpool, but he can't make his funny crew jokes. You know what I mean? Because Disney, like you said, they own Marvel and stuff. So yeah, they're probably not huge fans of that. But Disney, man, they're some of the most ruthless people in the world, bro. Disney is ruthless. They are absolutely ruthless. A ruthless company. And it's crazy because it's always the ones that appeal for children or their content or whatever. If that's rated R? Okay. Yeah, it only makes sense though. You know what I mean? Yeah, Disney, man. I mean, people gotta understand, man. I went back, right, and I was watching like the controversial stuff of what Disney used to do, and you'll be like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy, bro. Like, have you like watched a video, right, and they show the old Looney Tunes and how, you know, how bad it was? I won't say it on stream, but you guys know. And I'm like, damn, look at all this. Would this considered to be woke? Would this be woke nowadays? Because I don't know how this would work. Oh snap, we gonna avoid those dudes. But like, I say to myself, like, because they were bad, bro. Those old cartoon shows was bad, bro. They were so freaking bad, bro. They weren't even funny. I'm like, yo, how did this even show on television, bro? That's what I'm saying. I guess it's woke now. Now you got Bugs Bunny actually being funny to the kids, but back then Bugs Bunny was a piece of crap. Donald Duck, yeah, yo, for real, they were bad, man. Oh, I was like, holy crap! I've seen some of the stuff, man. I'm like, damn. And I'm like, is this really a show for children or is this for adults? Because only adults would get some of this humor. And now you got Peacemaker, peaceful hips emote being removed. Everybody wants to be a cat. I don't know what's going on in this world. I don't. Oh yeah? Yeah. Well, they probably realize that, yeah, the market. It's the same thing with the comics, though, right? Because was it the comics made for the people that was in the military? I remember something like that I've been hearing. Yeah, they were made for people in the military, adults, and then kids started liking it. So obviously, they look at it. Kids bring in more money. Every time you make a thing more child friendly, that's where the money's at. You know, that's why these things like Teletubbies and Barney exist. I love you, you love me. We're one happy family. What a one Xbox game going to PS5. Like, I don't know. But like, I'm just saying, when you have that, like, it brings money. Kids bring money. Kids are the market leader. They the market leader. Adults, we ain't the money. Yo, I used to like Barney when I was young. I guess I used to fall for his dance moves. Then I found out the guy dancing was black. I'm like, yep, that's Barney. Yo, Barney was a black man in the freaking dinosaur car. I'm like, that was like, how he dance so damn good? He used to dance. I was like, how he dance so damn good, man? Sesame Street. Yeah, I remember Sesame Street. Sesame Street with the Cookie Monster. Oh, man, bruh. The shows we used to have, the Teletubbies, man. Like, what? I don't know what. That explains it. Yeah, then you had the stereotypical Power Rangers, black Power Rangers, black man. I'm like, yo, what is this? The stereotype Power Rangers. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, man. Those were the good old days. Oh. Yeah, it was, though, right? It was pretty, it was huge. I remember. It was big, bro. There was so many things that was popping back then, man. That's what I'm saying, man. I used to be a kid, man. Get the Yu-Gi-Oh cards at the convenience store. Freaking come home, play my N64. Go outside, play with friends, of course. No social media, because everybody was out talking with each other. We used to play the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it was a different time, man. Different time. Watch my little Hey Arnold, you know. Oh, man. I mean, they used to have a lot of shows, too, man. It was like even Dragon Ball Z on, was it Toonami? Yellow Power Rangers, Asian. Yo, it was so... And then you had Power Rangers. Then you had... I used to like Ed and Nettie, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Oh, man. I used to watch Rocket Power. Bro, there was so much stuff to do as a kid, bro. Oh, man, we had so much stuff. There's South Park late at night. Hey, yo, there was always something. Like, I don't know. It was always something that intrigued me, man. Like, I just felt like I was never bored. I really did. I just felt like I was never bored, man. Those days, I wasn't bored. I feel like, as much as I do appreciate online and stuff, but I really do feel that online is what is destroying humanity, man, because I feel like a lot of people don't have imaginations. I feel like a lot of people don't have no creativity no more, mostly due to easy structure of everything. I think the problem is, accessibility and making things easy. Yo, Raymundo. I told y'all he looked like Raymundo. You talking about the TND video game store? He looked like Raymundo. Hey, yo, I swear he looked like Raymundo, bro. Raymundo. I'm like, yo, he had the hat and everything and the facial structure. I'm like, yo, that is Raymundo. He out here robbing people for video games through his stuff. I'm like, what happened to Raymundo? What? Come on, Raymundo. What? But, man, I just felt like back then, man, growing up in those days, man, it was such a good, I don't know, nostalgia or whatever, but it was such a good time, bro. I had more fun with less technology than when I had a lot. Everything was popping, man. The food was good. I remember the food was good. The cereal was good. Everything was good, man. I was living good. I mean, even the cell phones wasn't bad either, but like, until they started having this, I feel like when the iPhone first came out, like the first iPhone with the screen, I think that's what destroyed humanity, man. Like, bro, like, what happened, man? If only I got a time machine and I can go back and be like, man, those days was good, man. Everything, the games, the music, the shows. Bro, I've lost, you know what's funny? And I didn't even realize I've lost a lot of interest. Yeah, I've lost a lot of interest, man. When I was young, I don't know if it's just the depressive state of this world. And it's just like, bro, what happened, man? Rocko's Modern Life, I love that show too. Like, bro, what happened? You better use the time. Yo, we have to save up for a time machine or something, man. Cause those days was perfect, man. I loved it, man. I absolutely loved it, man. And that was one of time with no technology. You know what it is, though? And I could tell. It's brain rot. That people, Doug, I remember Doug too, with Patty the girl, right? I feel like technology is ruining a lot of people. I feel like if you try to live a modest life, away from technology, away from Twitter, away from that brain rot, because it's like, it does suck you in. But that's why I don't make the Discord. That's why I don't make the Twitter, because I don't want to be a part of that. I feel like, I mean, it's already bad as it is, but I feel like once you start jumping down that rabbit hole, you start becoming like Porter Rock. You start looking miserable. You start looking like you're drinking a lot. I'm saying there's nothing wrong with drinking, but it looked like he's been really drinking a lot. He's probably depressed. He has health issues. He's 50 years old, and the only thing he can fight about is console wars. You know what I'm saying? He's not enjoying his life. I don't even think he plays games anymore. He used to play. Porter Rock used to play. He'll probably play his game, his exclusive. But think about it. He's waiting 6 years to play a Wolverine. Then he wants to make, then he want to bash about, oh, look at that. We got a PlayStation exclusive. 6 years, Porter Rock? 6 years? I don't care how good the game is. During those 6 years, you was bored. Same thing with me. I'm waiting for Gears E-Day. During that 6 years, well, I don't even know if I want to support it, but I'm just saying, the game that I was looking forward to, 6 years? Is that even worth bragging about? Oh, you ponies ain't gonna play this day one. We played it. Bro, you still waited 6 years for that. What was you doing during that time? You was miserable. You was bored. It does, man. Especially if that's something that you used to doing a lot, man. Man, that's more episodes than One Piece. I'm telling you, man. And the anime was good back then, man. Anime was good. I heard people say anime's still good. They still say anime's still pretty good now. But I'm saying, like, I used to have a lot of different... Yeah. We used to have a lot of different stuff, man. A lot. A lot of stuff we was looking forward to. New shows, everything. You know? Now we just, I don't play games because of changing careers, but next time I'll get... Yeah, definitely, Kermit. I would say, honestly, playing games like the way you're doing it is better. Because you will appreciate it more doing what you're doing, like what you said with your career. But playing constantly like these dudes, you're going to get bored out of it. You're going to get bored out of it real quick, my friend. So that mindset is actually better. Well, the career. It's better to chase the career and then come back to gaming as like a side project. Because that's kind of what it is. Bro, I'm telling you, man, gaming, yo, I don't think people realize, man. Gaming used to be so important with me, man. I'm telling you, bro. I used to have real life friends be like, yo, man, you coming out? And I'm like, I'm staying home on the game, bro. I would stay home on the video game. I don't know if you guys ever had that. You know, now I just go out every single time. If my friends want to go out, I go out every single time. Every single time. It wasn't like that before, man. I would have to think to myself, like, damn, man, I don't want to get off the game. I don't want to get off. Sometimes I might go, sometimes I might stay. And even if I go, I'll still talk about the game. That used to be me, Dread. That used to be me. Oh, yeah, Berserk was crazy. That used to be me, man. I had to contemplate. I had to think, like, damn. And even when I left the game, I'd be like, man, I can't wait to come back home and play it again, though. I can't wait to play it again. I was so excited, bro. When Halo 2 came out, bro, I just kept talking about that game nonstop, bro. I kept talking about it. Hey, yo, listen. I just kept talking about this game, bro. I just kept talking about it, bro. It was so crazy, bro. I'll have a conversation like, damn, that's San Andreas, though. Halo 2. I was like, yo, that's how you know I was in love. That's how you knew I loved gaming. That's how you knew I was passionate and I loved what I was doing. Now, I'm like, this crap sucks. Like, this sucks, bro. I swear to God on y'all, man. I would talk about video games all the time, even when I was doing things. I'm like, yeah, man, that game 5, man, you gonna play it? Yeah, man, that, you know what I'm saying? That Kingdom Hearts 2 hitting, bro. Oh, bro, it was constant. Games used to, yeah, they did. And it would work, and they were like things that, I don't know, I valued it, man. He said, welcome to adult life, but real life hit you hard. I think it hits all of us, though. Yeah, I mean, we was younger, though, obviously. We was younger. You know what I mean? That's that. You all right about that. That's an adult life. I just hope I don't end up like Porter Rock at 50, bruh. I don't want to be that. I gotta find some form of fun in my life, man. That ain't gonna be me though. Hell no, man. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that, man. I ain't gonna be 50 years old being on Twitter all day. I'm good. That ain't gonna be me. I have to find something with my life. But yeah, but sometimes I say life was better when it was simpler, you know? For me, it was. But like you said, it's a part of growing up, you know? Absolutely right. Yeah, it did change, yo. It did change, yeah. I feel like because honestly, I still liked it gaming, even through my adult hot life. But he married, though. Porter Rock, he is a mess, though. Bro, my friend, right? Like, cause she see me making the video or whatever, she said, this guy look like he just drinks. I said, what? My friend told me, like, my real life friend told me, he's like, this person look like he's depressed. I was like, what? I was like, what? He really, yeah, she told me he looked like bro. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. She calls him Porter Roach, too. I was like, damn. I was like, yo. Yo, they depressed, man. They all depressed. They letting this. You know what this is? You know what they should be doing? Instead of them. Oh wait. Oh, he got a last. What? Which one is this? Though? I didn't think I seen that. His last rant. He got a new one. I mean, think about it, man. Kid Smooth, man. Listen, bruh. That dude used to look so happy. He used to look so happy, man. Now you can tell this stuff is eating him alive, man. Kid Smooth used to look happy, bro. He used to look real happy. Broken Games, he looked like he's in shambles. I could already tell that. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, it's taking a toll on these guys. You could tell. You could tell, man. My friend told me, she's like, yo, yeah, the Kid Smooth let himself go, bro. He let himself go, bro. It's so sad, man, because I used to see the happiness in this man's face, bro. He used to be so damn happy, bro. Go back and watch his videos with the Xbox One. Go watch his old videos. You'd be like, damn, man, what happened to this Smooth? What happened to him? He used to be excited. He used to be excited for everything. And you know, another one, Gamer23. He's another one. Yeah, they definitely need Jesus for sure. And freaking Gamer23, man. Yo, that man's in shambles, bro. I can see it. I can see it in his face, man. He's talking about his health problems. You know, how my scooter almost hit somebody. I hit somebody with my scooter. You know, depression is one hell of a thing, guys. He's out here. I'm like, what the? I thought he was always about gaming, you know? Now he talking about, you know, health issues and, you know, how to stay out of depression. I'm like, yo, what? What? It don't even matter no more. This is Gamer23. It don't even matter no more. He used to do that laugh. He used to do that cough laugh. He barely do the cough laugh. Oh, really? It's just a bunch of depressive people, man. All depressing. I can't be around that, man. I can't, bro. I'm getting older. I don't have time to be around people like that, man. And it's just gonna bring my mood down. I can't. I cannot be around people like that. That are just there just to bring your mood down. And be even and they Reforged, they all in shambles, man. And you know why they get mad at Alex? Because Alex is just having a good time, laughing, playing his little PC. That's why they get mad at people like that. That's why they get mad at people like that, guys. I want people to understand. It's because they see other people are having a good time, clowning, happy, probably happy with his PC, and happy with his life. So they get mad at that. That's why when people like, why do people hate Alex? They don't hate, well, obviously there's a few reasons why they hate him. But I'm saying, I know, just from my point of view of dealing with miserable people, they don't like him because he's happy. That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. They don't like him because he's happy. They don't like people when they're happy because they're so miserable about everything that when they see somebody laughing, having a good time, not really caring about console wars and just laughing about this whole thing, if anything, they're bringing more excitement in his life. You know what I'm saying? That irritates them. That irritates them. Same thing with Furtaga. It's the same thing. Like, they make content and it just aggravates them because they're not happy with their life. And that's what I try to tell people. You got to make sure you don't lose yourself, because I think a lot of people, well, it's mostly the fanboys, are losing themselves. They're losing them. They're absolutely losing themselves. And the stuff that they used to say, like, oh, PlayStation would never put a game on Xbox. Now that they seen it, now they see the job listed, and they're still fighting. Well, you already know he don't care. And they was like, oh, he's ridiculous. He wears a banana suit. It's because, right? It's because he doesn't care. Everything's a joke to him. And the fact that they even get angry at that is ridiculous. How do you get mad at a guy doing that? Every time I see him with that banana suit, it reminds me of that Hey Arnold episode with Gerald and Arnold wearing that banana suit. Yo, hey, that's what it reminds me. I don't know if y'all remember that episode on Hey Arnold. Y'all remember when they dress up as bananas? Yo, every time I see Alex with that, I'll be like, yo, that's that same episode of Hey Arnold. I'm like, yo, every time I see that. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, it's just be funny though. I don't know if it's just my nostalgia, but it always brings up that show with that Pacific episode. But that's what I'm saying, man. These dudes, man, all they trying to do, Grums, all these losers on Twitter or whatever, X, whatever you want to call it, they're not doing nothing. They're miserable. That's what it is. Even Dreamcast guy, he's miserable too. He's not happy with the way gaming is going. He want gaming to go back to the old days, which it probably will never will. It's done. It's done. You have to find your own happiness, guys. Don't lose it. Because I get it, bro. There was a time where I'm like, man, gaming sucks, man. I'm depressed, gaming, and I'm saying, but you have to appreciate the little aspects that are still there, and you got to appreciate the things that are going on. That's why I try to tell people, gaming is a lifestyle. Gaming was always a lifestyle. Gaming was always a part of our character. And I get why people don't like it now. I understand that. But yeah, the gaming community, they need Jesus for real. They do. Because once you start looking at the importance of things, you'll be like, damn, we create negativity on our own head. We do it. We don't even realize it. I was doing it one time. I'm saying it from my own point of view because I feel like we all can do this. Not to that degree though, but the whole, what the, oh hell. Bruh. Bro. What? Yo. That it. Okay. I'm sitting there like, yo, let me grab it. What the? Yo, this game is foul as hell, bro. This game is foul. You got to surround yourself with good people. You got to build your own communities. You want certain, like I mess with Mark K3 even though I've been busy, but he plays games with the old school. He's like, hey man, y'all remember the old days of a PS3? Make sure y'all check him out. He welcomes everybody for his PS3 online game streams, and sometimes I'll hop in and we play the old days. That's what it's about. Instead of crying and complaining, oh, the good old days when people used to play that, you can create a community. You can bring people together that remember those same days that you do and have fun doing that. But instead, these people like Dreamcast guy want to cry about how things is not the same like how it was in 1998. I get it. Like, I'll reminiscent about those times, but I'm not going to let it dictate and define my character. You know? We're all adults and we can create our fun. I even told one dude, right? I said, listen. Well, some of my friends, they're more on the casual side. But I said this. I said, yo, we're adults. We see these Xbox 360 games on sale on the series. We could keep complaining about, oh, nobody plays these type of games that we like. But we can play them. They still around for us. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to do, but too many people kept complaining. I'm like, bro, listen, we're all adults. These games are only $4. We can bring back the old day. Let the old day, we don't have to have the old days come down. We can go to them. We get our people that remember the game all by, it's not like the games are that expensive, and play the games together. It's just like when people say, oh, every old Call of Duty game got hackers. Then you know what? Make your own server and play with your own group, and you don't have to deal with them. It's just like, bro, people are not committed to doing nothing, and then they complain. Oh, I want to play the old Call of Duty, you know, and okay, you can still do that. Grab some people, bring them together, make a community, and you can probably do this every weekend or whatever you have time. Like, you be the community. Don't expect the community to come to you. You be it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do it, but the problem is the time and energy that it takes to get everybody to get along is just too much. It's just too much for me, and I don't have time for that. But I'm saying for all these people that care that much about it, then you do it. Like Mark K3, he played, I think this Sunday actually. He's gonna play. I'm gonna see if I can hop in. Make sure you guys check his channel. I'll be hopping in with him. So yeah, they are antisocial. I've noticed that too. They are very antisocial. Some of these guys, like, I don't even play online. I don't even like online. Why? You know, I get it. Some people have a preference, but what is wrong with online gaming? You know what I'm saying? I just feel that they don't want to lose. This is how I feel. They're scared. It's like this forbidden territory that they're afraid to go to. It's okay to play online. There's nothing wrong with it. You get mad, find another game. It's that simple. But you got people talking, I'm afraid, I don't like online. I'm like, and I say to myself, it's still video games. What is there to be afraid of? What is there to be afraid of? There's nothing to be. I just think people are just afraid of disappointment. They're afraid that they're not going to do well. But it comes with the territory, though. How do you not know unless you play the game? Like, I don't get it. And if you like single player, then multiplayer is really not much different except you play it with friends. But like dude's saying, a lot of people are antisocial, though. They antisocial. Especially on PlayStation. Thank you. I appreciate that, Shock. He said, by the way, you don't want no Street Fighter smoke. You got anniversary? He said, P-Lump is a bot. I saw Pickles suffering. Then, hold on. What? I've been hearing you've been beefing with some people. Then, what's going on, man? Every time I hear about you, there's always some beefing that you got. Yo, listen, Den, I've already... Well, he ain't banned yet, but I'm just like, what happened? I don't know how people can't get along. Suffering. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, same. It's kind of a 50-50 with me as well. I got all the... Oh, you play on... I think you did tell me before. You play on PC, though. Damn, I know. And that's another thing, too. Capcom Fighting Collection did not do well. Capcom Fighting Collection sold poorly. Like I said, Capcom should have had crossplay. There was no reason for not having crossplay. The games didn't even eclipse 1 million, guys. They didn't even eclipse 1 million, bro. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. I'm not. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm not beefing. I just get people. Oh, you talk about people in your comments. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know. My bad. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. They do that with me all the time too. Sometimes I'm like, yo, like we got people trying to impersonate people. I'm like, bro, what the? I'm like, yo, I don't know what's wrong with these people. These people got too much time on their hands, bro. They be trying to impersonate people and all. I'm like, bro, really? Now I see why dudes be going for that blue check mark on Twitter. They want people to think it's stuff coming from them. I always wonder why. Well, they do it for the cool factor, but I'm like, man, You gotta put the blue check mark. You gotta verify that first before who's coming from, because these people, man, they got no lives, man. They spent all that time doing that crap. I'm like, bro, play a game, man. What happened? Like, back then, gaming was so much more engaging. Oh, crap. But everybody's became so antisocial. Now, PlayStation gamers especially do not. I mean, unless they play like the typical third-party games, they do not like to socialize, bro. They don't. I know Xbox, and same thing with Nintendo gamers. Nintendo gamers don't like to socialize either. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, you see that? They coming still. Oh, crap. Oh, sir, bro, I have to check. I haven't really been watching too much content. I used to, oh, snap. I used to watch a lot of content on YouTube, but now I just don't have the time to do it like I used to. Like, I'll check in, you know what I mean? And see what's going on. Yeah, yeah, I like Sir Bro. He has a good attitude with stuff. I respect it. Yeah, I left a comment on this video saying, you know, people complain about the value of it. I don't even think it's the value. I just think it's, like I said, the force value of it. Oh, yeah, I know. I saw that. That's a bit. Yo, Tyler, I'm telling you, man. These dudes are something else, man. They are something else. They are something else, man. And it's crazy because Nintendo don't have a messaging system. Why can't you message your friends, though? Like, it's bad enough y'all ain't got voice chat, but you can't even message your friends? Yeah, YouTube, yeah, for sure. It's terrible. It's actually way worse now, man. The grifting is at an all-time high. Like I said, people ain't standing for nothing. A lot of fanboy content. It's a lot of fanboy content now. You know, a lot of fanboy content. But it's like, you can't even message your friends, though. Like, what? Like, you can't, it's like, what the, you can't just say, hey, man, I'm coming. I feel like Nintendo needs to start adding some interactivity with their fan base. He said everybody complaining about something. Yeah, that is true, though. I try to find, like, because people say I didn't go hard enough on the Xbox situation. I'm just trying to understand from both perspectives. I already made my opinions about, I don't like the price increase, whatever. I like the freedom aspect. But there's some people taking it way beyond than it should. Some people are like, oh, it's not the value. They didn't add nothing. It's like, why y'all, now y'all lying. You got people that are lying. Listen, I'm fine with people not saying that it's not worth it to them. That's perfectly fine. But why are we saying, not me personally, or you guys, but why are they saying that Xbox did not add anything to Game Pass Ultimate? That's all I'm saying. Why are we saying that? Why are we saying they didn't add nothing? Because that is very disingenuous to say. Very disingenuous, because that's not true. They've even added to Essential and Premium, and they've added to Ultimate. If anything, they added way more to Ultimate than they've ever had before. But people don't like the value. They should just say, I don't like the added value. That's all they need to say. That's all they need to say. They don't have to do all these fanboy, oh, you know, they don't have to do all that, but that's what they do. That's why I respect X1 the Gamer's video, because he's like, man, these social media bros is crazy. This is all they do. Fear mongering. All that. It's like, if you're going to dislike something, at least be respectable and honest. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, it ain't worth it. I don't like Fortnite. I don't care for Riot benefits. I don't care for the streaming, at least as of right now. So it's not worth it. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I even said to myself, even if I unsubscribe, it's going to do nothing. Because there's going to be people that are going to stay. It's literally, it's like nothing. Even if I don't buy the game, Microsoft's still getting their money. You know what I mean? Even if I choose not to buy it. Like I said, I would love to see changes, like I said, but we already know how this stuff works out. You know? I feel like if people have that much of a problem, just try to boycott some things you don't like, and that's it, and try to keep it moving. Oh, no, yeah, you good at gear skating. Oh, trust me, I know. Yeah, we're gonna have to have Skate Punk. Yo, Skate Punk, we're gonna have to have you be an intruder. Maybe you could get a game with AGN. You should actually say you want to play AGN 1v1. He don't want to play me, but you might be able to get one. I played with you. I know you're good. That would be nice though. I'd like to see him play Skate Punk. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that would be pretty cool though. I could see that. I already know how the results would end up, but has AGN even played Gears of War? Has he even played it? I'm just curious. Has he played it? I said we still haven't played, bro. Yo, he could have got me when this game came out, bro. They updated it right now. He messed up, bro. There was a time when the shotty was terrible. It wasn't doing nothing. He said leave. Yo, me and him are still cool though. He said leave that man alone. AGN. Hey, oh my goodness. Oh man. I actually like AGN though. I do. I think he's cool people though. I think there's way worse people in the community. You know? I do know he liked Nintendo a little bit more than the average person, but I mean, hey, that's fine. It's a preference. Yeah, no party channel switch is crazy though. Not even a party chat, bruh. I don't even think most of their games have voice chat. If they get Red Dead Redemption 2, their game won't even have voice chat. You have to talk to people through emotes. Judgment, then I retired. Yeah, I feel you though. Those were the best ones. I don't blame you. 4 was okay. 5 was pretty solid in multiplayer. And you know, like I said, I don't think Gears Reloaded did as well as Xbox One and on PlayStation. I think it did well enough for them to make money. Okay, I got you, Blue. Sorry, I just be busy all the time, but I got you. I just got a chance to watch Ultra's video the other day. Make sure you guys go check out Ultra Dark's video. You know. That's crazy. You gotta pay for chat, bro. It's crazy, bro. Nobody should be paying for party chat, bro. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro. I don't know how they get it. I don't know how they get in this with these Nintendo fans, bro. It's crazy. I really don't know how they getting them with that. Paid for party chat. Wow. In 2025, yo, you do know that PS3's online is is still better than Nintendo Switch 2, bro. How are we doing this, bro? They had a good premise with the Wii U. The Wii U was a nice little premise where you actually had an actual gamer tag and all that. But what the hell is going on, bro? Nintendo, bro. PS3 got better online. PS3 came out in 2006. And it's got better online than the Switch 2 in 2025, bro. How come nobody's saying this? And it was free. Yo, what are we doing, bro? This is not evolution. This is devolving. Yo, for real. It's still free online too right now. Yeah. It's like, what are we doing, bro? Backwards evolving. It don't make no damn sense, man. It makes no damn sense, man. 2025 and your online ain't even up to par with the PS3. They were kind of getting there with the Wii U with the actual gamer tags and all that. I'm surprised Nintendo didn't stick with that, but they got friend codes, man. Imagine say, hey man, I'm gonna add you on Nintendo. Oh, what's your friend code? Like what? What about gamer tag? No gamer tag? Oh no, what's your friend code? How am I supposed to remember my friend code when I'm on the go? How am I supposed to even remember that? Oh, my friend code is 3567 8923 5678. What the? Bruh. Like these, I mean, you could remember a gamer tag, but that's like, man, that's like me giving a jail number. Like, hey, what's your prison number? My prison number is 3578 9674 3215. What? How am I supposed to remember this? I have to write this down on a piece of paper, put it in my phone. This is stupid, bro. If it's a gamer tag, it's easy. You know? A gamer tag is something that's like that. It's personable to you, like no different than a name. But this crap is insane, bro. Out here giving out prison cell phone numbers, social security numbers to this, social friend code numbers from Nintendo. They got everybody on a social security system on this damn device. No wonder they able to brick you. They're like, oh, that's your Nintendo social security number? We're gonna brick you. We see what you're doing. You're trying to dump our games on PC, right? That is your serial code. Yo, I heard, right? Yo, listen. We gotta protect the kids, though. We gotta protect them. Yeah, right. They ain't protecting nobody. You know what it is? They don't want Nintendo fans to see the truth of real gaming. That's what it is. I didn't even choose my damn number. They just chose it for me. You got Nintendo out here choosing my freaking social security number. I can't even choose my own. I was like, yeah, can I put my own numbers together? No, you got these random ass numbers, bro. I feel like I'm playing Freedom Wars. I'm like, what the hell? Nintendo. And I heard they be putting numbers on the Switch cartridges so they know what they sell. I didn't even get to choose my to choose my friend's code. Damn, they just automatically gave it to him, bro. Is it? I don't like the friend code system. I think it's stupid. It's always been dumb. They had it right with the Wii U, man. They had it right. The Wii U was the system. They did it right, and then I don't know what made them want to do this. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're protecting the kids though, right? Releases Virtual Boy headset. For however much money, right? For this Virtual Boy headset, so that these kids can get blind. Bruh, Nintendo do not learn, bro. They out here releasing a system, a peripheral, to a system that blinded people. Are you serious? I feel like the only reason why they do this, because they don't want their audience to get wise. They don't want, especially when you have to be on the servers to use it. The games is locked away from the peripheral. It's locked. So even if you have the peripheral, you can't use the games unless you pay for the online. Which to me is a waste of money. Well, I mean, if somebody's trying to remember it, I guess. I see what you're saying, though. Like, because some people do have some weird names. I get where you're coming from. I get what you're saying. But you don't really have a weird number, but everybody does have a weird name. Some people, yeah. I used to know a dude that used to put the I and he used to put an L. Like an uppercase L. And I'm like, what the? Yeah, some people do weird names, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I see what he's saying. Yeah, I think it's subjective. Like, it's depending on the person that's making the tag, because that's true though. I've seen some weird tags before. I'm like, yo, what? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, the I is an L, you know? What? It's an uppercase L. I wanted to make it look like an I. Bro, how the hell was I supposed to find it? What? Or they'll use a L and it's an I. Like, what? Oh yeah, that's just an uppercase I. That's not an L. That's not a lowercase L. That's an uppercase I. Like, what? Yo, what? Yeah, huh? Man out here using I's as L's and all this. Like, this is crazy, bro. I remember back then when the cool thing to do was to put X's at the end of your gamer tag. Oh my god, that is so cringe. Oh my god, that's cringe. Y'all remember seeing those tags? Where they be putting the X's at the front and the back of their name? Oh my, that is so cringe. Oh, I used to see those tags a lot. Oh yeah, 3 for E. Oh man, that was so cringe. Oh, the skate punk's like, that's me. No, but I like the way Skate do it though. Not, yeah, I'm literally talking about Skate though. Skate like, yo, why you talking about my tag though? He's like, damn, I didn't think you did like. No, I mean, he said so. My name is cringe. No, but I think it's good because it's not long though. He said my name's cringe. That's funny. I forgot Skate Punk's names like that. I forgot. No, but it doesn't bother me though. It's just certain ones though. Like if like there's a guy named X, my gamer tag's Mud X. He said, "Yo, hold on, what? My tag sucks now." No, because I feel like I can read it though. It makes sense though. But some people they do the X, then space, then they put the tag X. Was it space X? It's just weird, and then they'll put the L. That's what I'm saying. Yours look neat though. I like it because it looks neat. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look that bad. Like trust me, there's some ones, bro. I'll be seeing like X space the name space X L. Like bro, they only try to use the L to leave a placeholder of the. I'm like bro, y'all doing too much, bro. Like y'all, you know, they be trying to highlight the name and. You know, I'm like bro, the X to separate the name from this to make it look like. I'm like, bruh. I'm sitting there saying to myself like, yo, this guy did too much, man. He's doing too much. And I think also too, you have yours together. Some people don't have theirs together. They usually have a space between the X though. Yeah, it doesn't look distracting. Like, yeah, like the double X. Yeah, that double X. Yeah, that one is weird though. Yeah, that. Oh yeah. I've seen that a lot, bro, and I'm like, what is that supposed to be? Like, what? That, yo, I be seeing that one. That one's crazy. That's the one that be making me go like, what the? I've seen that. Yo, there's so many days. Yeah, but his is neat though. His is neat. I can read his name. Skate Punk. It's easy. I like it. It's clean. I just like the tag when it's clean. You know what I mean? He got a clean looking name. You know, not everybody's name looks clean. He said finding a way to cope with this. I got to though. I made fun of my boy's name. I forgot his name was that. That's how you know it. I didn't even notice it. But at least it didn't bother me. At least his name didn't bother me when I saw it. He's like, I gotta. Hey, listen, he's keeping the name though, and at least it got one X, not two. If it had two X's though, that would look kind of messed up though. If it had two X's, his name wouldn't look that good. It would look too weird. If you put two X's on Skate Punk's name, I think it looked too weird though. I think the one X is good, and it's not an uppercase X either though. Yeah, some people they got uppercase X's as well. I don't know. It looks clean though. It looks clean. I respect that. I can read it though. I just hate tags that I can't read. I'm like, yo, what is this guy? They XZ, huh? What the? Like, where does his name even start? Have y'all ever seen tags like that where you're like, yo, where does his name even start? You'll read it. I'm like, you can't even read the damn tag, bro. Nah, I actually like the X though. Nah, I like the Skate Punk. Don't change it, because I think that looks worse. Just the Skate Punk or something. Nah, I like the way you do it. I like the way it is now. Yeah, that to me looks better. It looks better. Because I feel like it just fits you. I know this sounds crazy, but it just fits the way you did it. I like that way. You know what I mean? It's a personable thing. It's like when my boy changed his name. I'm like, why you change your name, bro? Oh, you know what? I got another pet peeve of mine. Oh, you have that one friend that just constantly changes his name. You'll call him one thing, he'll change his name to something else, and you still call him the old name. Have y'all ever experienced that? Yeah, oh, I hate the barcode. Oh, that's so terrible. The barcode, yeah, that. Yo, I sit there and say to myself, right? I'm like, yo, I'd be like, yo, I had a friend change his name, and I'm still, he's like, yo, that's not my name no more. I was like, and I'm still calling him the same old name. He changed it, but I'm so used to saying it that I'm like, that I just keep saying it. And he's like, bro, I changed my name, bro. I'm like, bro, that's what I remembered. So it takes a while, bro. It takes a while. When you change your tag, understand that to some people, it takes a while for us to get synced with the new tag. You know? Just like Xbox, when they sync it into the server, sometimes our brains don't sink in to think that this is your new tag. I'm gonna, you know, call. I mean, if your name was Turnip 5000 and you change your stuff to Carrot, it's gonna be kind of hard. I'm like, yo, what's up, Turnip 5000? He said, if you change your gamer tag or phone number to you ain't my friend. Some people do that all the time, you know, and then you have to call him. Oh, my name was it Pizza Lover 3000? What the? And I'm still calling him Turn Up Boy. Yo, Turn Up Boy. You know, that's how you know the name, the gamer tags, is very personable to the person that creates it, and we personalize people based off the tag. You know what I'm saying? A Gluck 5000, bruh. Man, I love this game, Dead Side, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of getting bored though. But thank you guys for watching the live stream. I'm gonna probably head out, and this was really fun. I had a good conversation with y'all. Skate Punk, do not change your name. I actually like it, and hopefully you guys enjoy the live stream. All right, take care, and thank you guys for watching. Peace out, everybody.